Hi, I'm Jay Lucas.
And I'm Karen Lucas.
And welcome to the Sunshine Report. I think we've got a terrific topic for you this week. It's all about conquering loneliness. Conquering that feeling that you're in isolation. I think there's just a sense of us as humans that we really need that kind of interaction with others. And I think it not only makes us feel good and validated, but also I think that idea that we interact with others makes us feel good about doing something that helps somebody else.
There are so many people out there who are so lonely, and we need to be thinking about that really together. And all of you as well, because sometimes it's just about saying hello to someone or being able to take a moment to see, maybe call someone up and just say, hey, I just want to say hello to you. And I think that's part of the loneliness that we have.
Well, and I think part of it's defining, what is it about today's society that really has created, I think, what many would call an epidemic of loneliness. If I were to think of some of those reasons, I think it's partly the hectic nature of modern day life, where we're always on our cell phones, we're always responding to emails, you're almost never off. So what that means is that crowds out all those other more what I'll call relaxed moments where it used to be that we'd have more time for, positive social interaction.
So I remember where, we had the regular phones and we would call people and we'd just say, hey, Grandma, how are you? Or, hey, Auntie, how are you? And it wasn't that we thought about it as loneliness. It was really about just
being present.
Yeah, just being present and saying hi. And what I found is that people today are in a place where people don't call. People don't say hi.
Well, they might only text.
Well, and that becomes a whole nother subject, but I just want to say that I think we're missing that part, and I think that's what we want to talk about today. Is that we want everyone to think about how do you actually reach out to someone and just say hello and make them feel wanted and feel their heart and say, hey, I care about you.
Well, I think another part of it truly is social media.
Yeah.
Being on that social media all the time and crowding out all those other activities and thinking that that's human interaction,
right.
But it's really missing something when you think about that. And, I think COVID probably exacerbated all of this in the sense that there were many, many months when many people didn't really even leave their homes and have those normal sets of conversations.
And not everyone is on social media.
True.
Sometimes they just need that phone call to say hi.
That's so true. And, there are other things that we can do as we just think about, okay, so how are we going to cure this?
Right.
One thing that we can do, I think, is to take charge of your life.
Yes.
And say, I'm going to say no to some of those things. And I'm going to prioritize being with other people, having a social occasion, inviting people over, having a meal, all those kinds of things and being inclusive.
Right.
Reaching out and saying,
love
hey,
that.
If there's somebody who may be on the edge of your conversation sometime, engage them, bringing them into your conversation.
Right.
They're going to be so validated, so appreciative. It's an amazing thing when you reach out to somebody like that.
Well, we like that because we like to be able to engage, not just with people that we know, but people that we don't know. And so it's taking that moment to ask questions, to say, hey, how are you today? Or the questions of, hey, I'd love to get to know you more.
Well, here's a bigger one. Now, this takes a little bit of thought and maybe some planning. But I think, as you all know, or many of you know, we love small towns and communities. And if you can choose to be in a place where you are known, you're appreciated, you get to know the fabric of that community, and you get to know other people, what makes them tick.
Yeah.
I think there's a human sense of being, of belonging, that's just really important.
It is.
And it's everything.
We love
right?
that.
And the funny thing is, it doesn't have to be a small town. It can be a neighborhood within a larger community where you actually are part of that and you kind of feel an attachment. There's a story there that you resonate with. And that can help overcome these feelings of loneliness. Because I think the feelings of loneliness are real. We hear it in our conversations every day. And I think there are things we can positively do to improve the situation.
And I think that's why we want to share this with everyone. Is think about that. Sometimes you just want to pick up that phone or you see someone and you want to just say hi.
Yep,
Right?
and you can do that. You can take a step today
Yeah.
and make somebody feel better, and it's
Yeah.
going to make you feel better, which is a positive thought.
Which is
We always like to say here at the Sunshine Report,
yes.
it's positive energy that inspires positive change, that produces positive results. And have a great week, everybody, and help yourself and help others conquer that epidemic, that fear of loneliness.
Oh, I think that's such a great message